Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, how do's? Right, we are getting somewhere finally. Yes, it looks like a bomb's gone off here, but this is what they want. This is what they get. Right, so what I've done is where them big pine trees are leaning over the back there, the fence goes around the back of them, so I haven't got to take them out. Plus they're dead wood, plus that's what they want to leave in. So I have managed to go all the way from them 3 ponds up the top there, all the way down, round, all the way round, down, and to here. I've also, what is behind me? Nothing. I've also gone down, round, and all the way down. I've still just got to do a little end bit, and then down the side of the river, and then the boundary is done. But what I'm now doing is literally just going along, and where I'd put these mats across to get across the wet, i.e. these, I'm now taking out and putting down as habitat. And then literally just knocking the top off where I've been running. Just to sort of reincorporate it again. Just get rid of the big tracking marks. And that is it. That is all I'm doing. Got all the wood has been sold, so that's going to be collected end of this month. I haven't got to move it up to the road or nothing. They will collect it from where it sits, and job is good. But right, if you're wondering why I'm not picking up like where I've cut trees and that down, I don't need to. All this wood will just be left to rot down now. So it's literally just go along the edge. Stump there, that can stay there, and just flick over. Really boring, but really easy. This bit after here probably doesn't need doing, so it's not that bad. But to be fair, let's have to turn around and see what's behind. But do not hit the big oak tree. Just that little bit there, pull into here, and that is it. And this section up to that wet hole is done. Apart from around that stump, I'm going to do that. But right, this is why we're doing this. If you look, the fences on the bottom of these posts down here, they're all rotted out, look. They're all rotted out. The fence is about 15 years old, so it needs redoing. They want to put goats in here, so I've got to go around the fence line and do what I can do, reach as far as I can reach, and that is it. So there's a bit in that pond there I can't get because I can't go into that water. They don't want me in the water, so I can't go in the water. Yeah, so that's about it really. Not a huge amount going on. You want to see the size of the stack of firewood I've got out there now? It's huge. Look at that, use a bit of a twig to level off. Beautiful. Get across the other side and then we'll pull that out. Oh, I hate running on it. as that. Literally lift them mats up that I put in. There's a rotten stump there, leave that in. And job is a good one. And that is how it's going to be left, just like that. And this will grain up into like a grass avenue that they can walk if they want. They really want, they can put their own logs down to walk across. It's, yeah, simple really. That's not simple, that can come down because that is literally a widow maker in the making. Beautiful. Right, now I work my way through here. Right, that is that done. That's all that I need to do to that. That is done. I know it looks an eyesore, but next year that'll look totally different through there. Right, that'll do. I'll now go to the other side of that pond and see what wood and track, what we're going to do to the track and the wood down this side. So I'll see you down there. So literally just go along, like I say, flicking this about, covering my tracks up. The reason I'm doing it here is because of how wet it is. You got to think, I'm in a digger with 600mm wide tracks on it, and I'm sinking. I'm literally sinking into that pond. Well, I was, I'm not now, so I'm nearly out of it. But we're going to come back and get all these habitats next year. Dad sent me a video today, you couldn't quite believe it, of a class combine. We are in February, so they've started their harvest a bit early. Yeah. No, what they were doing was they were, I'll insert it here. So what they were doing on there was they were harvesting the maize covers, the covers for the sheep. So the reason for that, see, that's why I hate working in woods, catch a twig like that it is. So the reason they're working that class combine on them, on that maize is, I think, don't quote me, but I'm sure it's to get the seed back for next year because the seed's getting expensive. Why not? It's only pheasant cover, doesn't need to be nothing special. So that's what they were doing on there. Dad did apologise, he said, sorry if the footage is a bit shaky, it's just, it's a fair distance away from me and yeah, just shaky. But no, you can still see the combine working away. But, so what I'm doing here is I stacked all this up as habitat. But now, because the wood is sold, all the lengths I've sort of technically pre-cut to the right length, which is these ones. Once I get that bit of ivy off. I hate ivy. Let me just get this bit of ivy off. Right, so all the lengths, get off digger now. All the lengths of wood I've sort of pre-cut to that length anyway, 3 metres or whatever it is. So I'll now go and fish them out of these piles, chuck all this loosey goosey stuff here, and then I'll chuck it back on there when I'm done. So I've got this stuff here. That top, is that any good? headbutting that camera lately. Right, so I'm going to carry on, see what I can get out of here, and I'll come back to you once I've got a pole ready to cut out. Right, so as you can see, that is what I've managed to pull out. So that is worth doing. It's worth to spend that 5 minutes just to get what you can of it out, and now take it out. And that's all firewood. Look at that massive bit of oak. Lovely, lovely firewood. Yeah! Don't need sawing in half though. I can't cut that with a tree sheet because it's all knotted and twisted. But I'll bring a saw and I'll just cut that in half and that'll be perfect for the trailer then. Got some more wood down here, got some of that cross and I've got some more wood there. I'll show you all the wood at the end. I'll show you what I've managed to pull out of just this side. That's all going for firewood. Right, I'll just get this out of the wood. All this that I'm now tracking over. Oh, I hate tracking over wood. I need to get it to where the trailer can get hold of it. Right. Check valves just went off, it's that heavy. Right, I'll get this to where the trailer can get it, and I'll come back to you when I'm getting the other bits out. Right, as you can see, we've got the tree shear back on. I don't want to bore you too much with it, because if you're interested in the tree shear, please go see my other videos. It's not I don't want to show you the tree shear working. I do, but I just think you'd get bored watching it, if you know what I mean. It's like, I don't know, 2 weeks on the trot now, just tree shear work. So I just didn't want to bore you all with keep videoing the tree shear working. I will try and I've got a couple of trees coming up in a minute that I will video because they are run sized bits of tree. But see how it cuts. Just cut through everything I've wanted so far. There's only one tree I haven't been able to cut, and that's only because I haven't wanted to cut it. And that's a massive, massive bit of oak that's hanging over the fence line. I did not want to cut that with this. Still stacking wood up to go out. It's all good. I think there's going to be a fair few trips for the wood bloke to come and collect all this wood. But it's all older. And older is lovely, lovely firewood. Really is beautiful stuff. Look at it, there's no effort whatsoever. Just yum yum yum. Got my ribs turned right down as well, so don't need it flat out. Just chilling. Cutting and chilling, cutting and chilling. Turn around here, you'll see with the sunlight coming through now what he's trying to achieve. Right. So what we're trying to achieve is that up in the distance. Right, that branch you see hanging over the fence, I don't know if my hand's in the right place or not, that is the big bit of oak that I do not want to cut, because that is the main tree trunk coming up. They're swooping up. But the sunlight's starting to pour in here now. When that's up high enough above the trees, that really does pour in here. But he wants a clean line like that down the fence line. so you can keep an eye on the fence all the time. If it breaks, he can come and repair it. He can walk it, he can keep it checked. At the minute, it's like that. Trees over, trees leaning over that way. I've just got to clear this avenue out. That's all it is. So, no, it's looking, I think it's looking alright. Don't get me wrong, it isn't the neatest of jobs because I can't dig the stumps out, so it just looks a bit messy. But the stumps will regen back again, especially this older will come back like an absolute rocket. And where I've sheared it off, all that older will just erupt. But I like to leave about 1.5 to 2 foot stumps there, so it's enough for the older car to kick out again. But right, I shall carry on for a little bit. I've got this one here to take out. I'm not even going to bother cutting this one up. But the one in front of it is a triple stem, so we'll have to take her out because she's dangerous anyway. She's likely to go straight over. I had to push 2 pine trees over there, they were rotten. Just push them over. This one here we'll just nudge across out of the way if it'll move. Also, the reason they're doing this is so they can keep an eye on the deer as well. So at the minute, trying to find deer through that lot is just impossible. If you put runs in, the deer will run along here. They'll be easier to spot and take out then, because they are causing a lot of damage. Probably not as much as what I am, but they are causing damage. Leave that in there. I know this might look messy, but there is reason to this. It is like a brash bund, but brash piles instead of bunds, and that is all for habitat. And trust me, the stuff that will get in there is phenomenal. Bugs, birds, insects, mammals, you name it, there's a lot of stuff will get in them bunds. Wait till you see how tall this one is. Here it comes, timber. This is what I love about it. Let's look at the control. I can stop, and it stops. Not quite in the right place, tilt it to the side slightly, and it's still there, you know. I've got full control of this tree at all times. And that is what I love about that setup. That, for the money, out of this world. Don't get me wrong, I've tried the tiger tree shear and all sorts. It is not a comparison on that TMK. That TMK with that turbo ram is just leagues ahead. And the strength, the way it's built is just simple, but honestly the thing is phenomenal. Just nothing. Then I can pick it back up. People wonder why I like the TMK so much. But just, it's done. That is it, it's done. Don't get me wrong, it's not the cleanest of cuts. That's because I haven't got the extra bar on the bottom. If I had the extra bar on the bottom of that C, that would cut a lot cleaner. But I'm not wanting to cut clean. I don't need to cut clean. It is literally a machine for felling, and that is it. For dropping trees. I'm not worried about pruning up and this, that, and the other. I just need to get tonnage down in time. But right, this on here. Set that right, that's the perfect angle. And I mean, look, I'll show you the size of that as well. Right. That is not a small cut. That really isn't a small cut. like I say, totally different lead. It's going to knock that whole pile over now, isn't it? No, perfect. Right, got some timber out anyway. That's all cut to 3 meters. Some oak at the back there as well. The big bit of oak is there. That's got to be cut in half. The bay. And then I'll take you up to the other 4 piles I've got up the top there as well. So got a fair bit cut out today. Cut out and carted out. Well, not carted out, but weren't that far really. It's tracking literally 50 meters to this patch here, so that weren't too bad. But when you put it in aspect of the digger and the piles, there's a fair bit sat there. But there's a fair bit sat behind me. I'll show you that. But right, see you in the morning, chick. Yeah. Right, let's get on. So like I say, I'll quickly walk you around there. Oh, truck's revving up. So yeah, what we got is, you got to remember that pile that I had with the digger. It's got to be, I don't know, 6 to 8 ton down there, literally stacked on there. Then you've got this here, which is all your wispy silver birch. There's probably 2 and a bit tons of wood sat there. You've then got all your big silver birch here, right? Your lovely straight lengths of silver birch. If I put my hand there, that's about size of it in this pile here. Good old silver birch. Nice lengths, cut to size, ready to go on the trailer, gone. That's all sold. That's all sold. Then you come here. This one looks a little bit rough and ready, but that's because I need to just trim it up. But that, we ain't worried about that because it's firewood. But when you look at it, like this is oak. Size of that oak. Lovely solid bit of oak there, look. Lovely solid bit. Older. Lovely older. Might have to take this silver birch out because it's rotten in the centre. Yeah, I'll get rid of that one tomorrow. But then you come to bits like this. Solid silver birch. Older. No, oak. Silver birch. Oak. Massive bit of oak. Huge straight bit of straight oak. Silver birch. Massive bit of silver birch there. Ash. So that is going to be some lovely firewood. There's a fair bit there. Plus we've got, don't forget, I've got another big pile down the bottom. I've got a big pile in the distance there. I've got another pile in the distance over there. I've got another 2 piles over there. There is some timber here to come out. But right, I'm going to head home. I've had enough. I've not had enough. Quite enjoying the old tree shearing at the minute. But no, getting there slowly. But I'm going to go home, have a nice cup of tea, chill out because I've got an early start tomorrow. Got to go pick up the pecker for the 8-tonner. So I might bring you on the journey to go pick that up. And then got to go drop that off on Dad's job that he's now at. Which actually is good because I should be revisiting where we're putting that workshop up. See how they got on with all the cladding and everything else. Hopefully I up doing the concrete on the outside of that. So yeah, I'll see you there on that one. Still got timber there as well, look. Timber everywhere, it's great. But right, we shall catch you on the next one. Stay safe, see you soon.